talk top 7 comments of the week, baby. Welcome back to Onebar and Lupagus Show. I'm Onebar. It's that time of the week. Top 7 comments of the week. No Lupagus. He is off the grid. I am rolling butt naked today. So I'm going to keep this short and sweet. But we got 7 comments. So as always, throughout the week, you're throwing comments down there. Put a little pizzazz on it. Put a little something weird to get on this. And hit that like button. Hit that sub. Let's get to 10,000 subs so we can stop talking about it. Let's go. First comment of the week. Traveler, Madison will not break out. He'll be the same player, just more opportunities to add stats. I consider breakouts people who actually improve year over year. And that was on our breakout video. I had Madison on there as a potential breakout. And Traveler, you know what? You're on to something. You're right. They should have to improve year over year. But also I look at it as far as a guy that's just never really had much of a chance. Madison, the most carries he's had in a year is 134, and he did pretty damn good. We're expecting that number to go way up. He's going to be the steed. Yes, you might get Ty Chandler in there. You might get a McBride in there, but he is going to be the man. And yeah, he's going to get an opportunity. And I think that absolutely puts him in the running to be a breakout player. I don't expect him to be any better than last year. I just picture a lot more of them. So that's my take, but you definitely have a point. Traveler, next up. Jared, someone explain to me how this changes his kick returns very much. You think he's all of a sudden going to start fair catching the returns instead of returning them? And that's on the video we did on Nwangwu, where we said, you know what, his spot might be expendable. They might just cut his ass because kick returns are going to become less and less important. And here's my angle on that. The big reason I think everyone's upset about this, special teams coaches hated this rule. They're against it. Kickers over the last couple of years have started to get a little bit of an art to it, where they would put that thing higher in the air and drop it within the 5. Obviously to allow their guys to get down there and get them before the 25-yard line. Now that doesn't matter. Now they can just call a fair catch anyways, and they still get to 25. So the kickers, I think, are just going to start booting that thing out of the back of the end zone. There's going to be touchback after touchback after touchback, which is unfortunately not going to give Nwangwu or all the other kick returners much of a chance. So it's going to come down to the team. If they think they're more important or they're too important to let go and keep on that roster, we'll see. Just remember, this is a 1 year. They're trying this for 1 year. So if all of a sudden every team gets rid of all their fantastic kick returners, there's going to be a lot of guys out there that teams will be looking at. And also, maybe they keep Nwangwu on for a while, and by week 5, week 6, realize, you know what? He isn't doing anything. He's not even getting a chance, and that's when they move on from him. But we'll see. That's my take on it. Ed Guy, I saw Hawkinson say Oliver is huge. Hopefully he meant on the field and not in the locker room like Shanko having his donger out with cameras rolling. Ha ha. You thought I wasn't going to put a comment on there that had the word donger in there. You were absolutely nuts. Everybody reminds that fine piece of television where Shanko was caught in the background in the locker room. That big, like Ed Guy says, that big old donger right there. But Oliver's ginormous, 6'5", 250 something. I can't wait to see what this guy does. And if it's just blocking, fine. But I think he's going to surprise us. I think he's going to end up with some catches and show that he can do a little damage in the receiving game too. I see 20 receptions and 3 touchdowns from TJ Oliver and tons of fantastic blocks. Ed Guy throwing out the donger. Alec, so they're going to sign 29 wide receivers and what? Give them 4 reps each in camp. There is no plan. The worst GM in the NFL thinks he's playing Madden. If this guy has a chance in the NFL, it won't be with Minnesota. He needs to be more than another hole at the orgy. Yeah, anytime again, donger, orgy, all that stuff's fair game. Is probably going to get you on this list. But let me just say this. First of all, Madden, you shouldn't be having that many receivers. You should have much less receivers. That's key. But also, we have 12 receivers on the roster right now. That's pretty normal for this time of year. Look back to previous years. We always have 12, 13 wide receivers on the roster right now. Camp bodies. They're guys you're taking a chance on. They're guys you just want to see. And yeah, they probably will get 4 reps. Some more than others, but this is completely normal. It's the same thing with cornerbacks. Everyone seems to have their panties in a bunch that we're signing free agent cornerbacks. And these guys after the draft, we do this. Every team does this every year. Go look at the other depth charts around the league. They have the same amount of players at these positions. So Adam Thielen, that's where it started. You never know. Lucky Jackson could be the next guy. Wolf, filthy language and beer drinking are two reasons I like this channel over the other Vikings shows. Keep it up, you bastards. And greatly appreciated. Like we said last week, it's probably just going to get worse, language worse, more beers drank as the years go on. We appreciate everybody sticking through it. There's a lot of good Vikings channels out there that do a lot of good stuff. We're just maybe a little bit different on the part where we don't really care how much of an idiots we look like. So, Wolf, appreciate it. Ghetto Lennon. Sometimes I wonder if Vikings fans forget that Ed Ingram is one of the worst players in the NFL. We need a guard ASAP. And Ed Ingram, I believe he was ranked 57th guard in PFF for the year last year. And yes, that puts him damn near at the bottom as far as starting guards. But all I'll say with that is the last week 12, things started to click a little bit for Ed Ingram. I'm not saying he was an all-pro by any means, but he showed improvement and was actually pretty decent. PFF, however much you like it, that backs it up. I mean, he was in the green, he was in the 70s, he was in the high 60s, he was even in the 80s there for a while. And that's what you want to see. I mean, he was a rookie guard. So this year is going to be big time for Ed. He cannot go back to what he was last year, weeks 1 through week 10. He's got to keep showing improvement. He's got to be consistent at least. Ezra Cleveland took a while. I know he was a position change, but I'm not giving up on Ed yet. Not yet. He gets next year. Next year, if he's dog shit, I'm giving up on Ed. I'm giving up on Ed real fast. Real fast. Final, Thomas. They're going to be 34 free agents next year. They're going to keep going younger and cheaper, keeping key positions at a certain age to get the cap situation under control for the future. And yes, Thomas, you are absolutely right. Next year, there are, I mean, you might even be low on that, the number of free agents. And not only that, they are some big name free agents. Cousins, Hunter, Davenport, Hockenson, Hicks, Oli Udo, Ezra Cleveland, Johnny freaking Munt, DJ Wanham, tons. So next year offseason is going to be crazy, just based off what we're going to spend, who we want to bring back, and we're going to have some money. We have some big names, whatever. But enjoy some of these guys this year because this will be their final hurrah. That's the last comment. That's 7 of them. Appreciate everybody who did the comments. Always fun. And somebody go check on Lupagus. I don't even know if he's live right now.